Hi, My Black here with Arden Katniss. She is my 2020 entry into the Young Event Horse Futurity. I have been pretty busy with her over the last, since the last update, which was in March. At the March update, I hadn't yet worked with her yet. So I just come back up from Florida, and here is a video the end of March, one of my first few times working with her here at the farm at Arden. She was sat on as a 2-year-old by Yvonne, and then again as a 3-year-old, and had probably 15 rides or so as a 3-year-old. So here I am, though, just getting to know her a little bit and starting to see. I do a lot in hand with them over the cross-country jumps and show jumps and all those type of things. So it's important to me, even though she has been sat on before, there's a few little things that I wanted to throw in there myself, a few tools for myself to have here. So you can see I'm wanting to have control of her on this lunge line. I find that it's extremely useful for when you then go out in the cross-country field. So I want her to be able to stop, turn, change directions, and stay under control, and also listening and focusing on what I'm asking of her to do. So this was, I believe, the end of March. Here's my first ride on her. I think it was March 27th. And there's a wonderful starting round pen oval here at Arden, and it's wonderful to be able to get on them and work with them, and also be able to free jump, as you'll see later on the video, in this
Careful by the gate.
circle.
That's where she acted up last year, isn't it?
So again, it was pretty uneventful. Yvonne Espana has done a wonderful job getting on her in the past, but it had been about 10 months or so since she was sat on, and again, just trying to figure out all the different things and start to get to know each other. So I'm just changing directions, changing speed, using the rail. When the horses generally want to fall in a little bit, I'll do some changes of direction to keep them a little more upright. Here I am teaching a lesson, and I spend a lot of time with the young horses just teaching and holding them, setting fences, letting them see all the things. This is going to be the beginning of April, and my first time taking her out and doing a little cross-country school with her. I always let them walk by the ditches before I then walk over them, and I've had great success in then having confident ditch jumping horses, knock on wood, forever after. So here's about 5 minutes later, and you can see she's confidently going over the smaller ditch and then over the larger ditch that we have here on the farm. A week or so later, we did a little free jumping with them, and you can see how much she loves to jump. Just figuring out how to use her body. It's always a great thing for the young horses to get to practice. And out trail riding, came across the water. So now this is, many months, it seems like 2 months worth of video here, so I know it's going to be a little long, but we have a lot to catch up on. So this is now the middle of May, so about a week ago, and here's a little flat video of her. I'm just starting to keep her focus, walk, trot, canter, leg yield, turn on the forehand, do some transitions. She's starting to really feel like she's starting to work with me. She has quite a springy canter. So I try to make sure that I ride her forward enough so she doesn't get too stuck in it. But overall, I've been really pleased with her progress and her willingness to work with me. So the next little clip is a good demonstration. She's quite careful, and you can see I start every ride pretty much just trotting, poles or trotting cavalettis with her so she can figure out her footwork. She wants to be very careful, and I do think that she would be one that could be overfaced if asked to do too much too soon. So again, we kind of start out with trot and popping over things like this until she becomes more confident. As with all the horses here, I love getting them out and hacking, and we're starting to do our own solo hacking now. Last week I had a little play in the water jump. And here is a little video today. So see here how I'm trotting in that first cavaletti like I talked about earlier. I'll always start at the trot, especially with her or over something that she's maybe a little green about, so she can take the time to think about it and make the right decision, and then I can come around and canter right through and no problem. So it's really about developing the young horse's confidence. And with her, I find trotting things to start with is better than using the speed to try to get through it. So here again, I grab a little mane. She figures out her first little grids can be very basic and just about steering and getting them to pop over it. So here's her jumping the little Liverpool today. I've walked her over it similarly like I've done with the ditches in hand. So again, creating confident horses that hopefully will never have Liverpool issues. And she's really just in the last few jump schools started to feel confident and comfortable cantering these little fences. Again, I really stayed at the trotting most fences for a while, and you can see here, this is now the end of May 26th, and you can see how confident and happy, and she's finding a good rhythm and a much better balance in her canter. And she loves to jump, so she's gonna be really fun once we get all of these things figured out. So I've been really pleased with her progress, and here she is jumping her first little corner today. Ooh, no problem. So we're gonna have a lot of fun together. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know there was a lot to catch up on, but looking forward to what's to come. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.